senior memories with my friends will be having Google Meet movie nights with my teachers. Yet, from the class of 2021, we did it. We got through a year with not many senior activities, not being able to see our friends, not being in person to learn, and not being able to go to Mr. Subs or the Oasis after a long day. I am proud of us. When I was asked to write the speech, my mind went blank. Just like how some of ours might have been asked what we were doing with our lives after high school. I really had no idea what to say. Honestly, if you told me my freshman year I'd be co-valedictorian, I would have had a hard time believing it. Although I received high honor roll all of my middle and high school career, I used to have a really hard time believing that I was intelligent. One thing my dad, Dr. Todd Hall, used to tell me when playing softball was, I can tell you that you're the best player on the field, but it's up to you to believe that and believe in yourself. It wasn't until my junior year, the year that I started the IB diploma program, that I started to believe I was intelligent. I had the support of my classmates, my family, my teachers, and the occasional game or two of This is a Pencil and Mrs. J's history class. Through IB, I learned that being an intellectual is more than a letter grade on a paper and a percentage on a test. It is your ability to think and comprehend a topic at a higher level. Once I realized this, it opened my mind increasingly to believe that everyone is intelligent in their own way. For example, good Thornwood football players like Jalen Davis, Jalen Cunningham, and Christian Miller have the ability to think about and execute hard plays that Coach Smith writes up in order to score a touchdown, or amazing band members like Kayla Keith, Kayla Raymond, or Dante McFarland easily comprehend difficult sheet music to wow their fellow peers during Halloween parades. Don't be discouraged if you didn't have the highest grades or the best GPA. Your intelligence isn't defined by numbers or letters, but it is defined by the path that you have mastered and cultivated as your own. Whether it be school, art, dance, computers, making creative YouTube videos, etc., you are intelligent and you have something special about yourself. You just have to believe in it, or if you don't know what it is, do some self-reflection and find it. Speaking of self-reflection, it is inevitable that a lot of it occurred during the pandemic since we had so much time on our hands. The pandemic has had a negative impact on all of us. Many parents were laid off from work, meaning no food on the table sometimes. Or some of us had parents who worked from home but couldn't watch our siblings, so we had to. Many of us lost our loved ones with no closure since no one was allowed in hospitals and no funerals were allowed. All of us had to endure virtual school and miss out on our senior year. Some of us struggled with the horrors of George Floyd's death and the police brutality that followed it in the many protests of 2020 and 2021 as more unarmed individuals were killed by the police. And quite a few of us struggle with our mental health and staying motivated, especially without being able to see our counselors, family, or friends. I must admit, many times I consider not doing a few assignments at all. Zakia and Victoria can vouch for me. Especially the long slide deck note cards that Mrs. Santos assigned me and my classmates throughout senior year. Usually when I lack motivation, I think about where I want to be in the next 20 years to keep myself going. But through self-reflection, I learned I needed to continue to strive for greatness for my current self and my future self. When you have something to prove to yourself in the moment, you start to take things personally and work harder. Whatever everyone decides to do after graduation, whether it be a 2-year college, a 4-year college, a trade school, a gap year, working, starting your own business, etc., make sure that you not only do it for your end goal, but to prove to yourself that you are hardworking, you are intelligent, you are resilient, you do strive for excellence, and that your will is strong. High school has not been an easy 4 years, but we must admit that it has been an eye-opening 4 years. As we go into the next stages of our lives, please continue to shape yourselves into the person you want to be. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, because without mistakes, how will you be able to learn? Go into the world with an open mind. Take time to enjoy the little things, like somebody's radiant smile or a clear blue sky. Live your life like it's golden. I would like to end my speech with a quote from Dr. Seuss's All the Places You'll Go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. and you are the one who will decide where to go. Thank you.